Welcome back to the one and only MICPT.com podcast with the owner of the iconic Made in Compton store, author, music artist, Bone. How are you today?
Good in yourself.
Good, absolutely. It's pretty neat. I've been listening to the other videos, and there's a lot of adjectives used in the beginning. I think I'm gonna create an intro for you and punch it in. Absolutely, so we can get more of your names in here, Uncle Bone, aka Mako Capone, and so much more. Absolutely. So this is really exciting. This is today wasn't as cold as yesterday, but knowing that this is our second Saturday in the new year 2026, keeping it in the mix is going well. What about you?
Yeah, it's going smooth. 26 slid in like a genie.
Absolutely. Nice. Sound like who was that? Howard Cosell. I'm talking about the basketball games. Absolutely. Nice. Absolutely. So definitely really quick and top of the year. I know it's been a lot of birthdays, since we celebrated your birthday as well. I just want to shout out to everybody that's having birthdays. Happy birthday to everybody. And as we embark upon a new year, and we will get some birthday shout outs hopefully in this new year. Do something a little different. Yeah. So you want to share some information as we get started today's podcast?
I just like to add to that. Happy birthday to all the Capricorns out there.
Yeah, absolutely. How cool. Anybody knows somebody that's having a birthday and maybe they can use a Teddy G hug. Yeah, please let them know that yes, we do have cute little boxes for Teddy G. It's pretty neat. So if they seen the Instagram today, they got a chance to see the little box. Teddy G has his own box. Yeah, absolutely. So, with that in mind, there's a plethora of packages that we talk about, and just to show them, and maybe just to speak, maybe a scenery or a different concept you like to share really quick, Bone.
Yeah. We have the Compton in the Box Music Lover Edition. Comes with 5 different CDs of your choice, 2 wine glasses, 2 shot glasses, the Game Ain't Safe hoodie, and a notebook.
And just to note that there are a lot of people that may not know that you are the creator, the founder of Factor House Records, and to note that you have so much music you want to speak to, like just the fact that yeah, those are a few selections, and if you're somebody that already has Mako Capone CDs, there may be something else that you want to speak about as far as music.
Yeah, well, Factor House Records was around for like 20 plus years, and we got an extensive catalog. I mean, we only have like 7 EPs, but we have like over 20 album releases, counting all the mixtapes and the different volumes that we did. Because we did Plead the Fifth, volume 1 through 15, and then we did No Contest, volume 1 through 9. So that's 24 different albums that we released right there. And it's a few people they got favorites, like it's a No Contest. Somebody keep asking for No Contest volume 7. I'm trying to
Mm,
get everything back together so we can have them available in the store. So
nice.
coming soon.
Absolutely wonderful. And then here you see that we have the collector's box. You have some um, background information I know about the mass, and that was something a testament how the Made in Compton store has stayed open without a hiccup even through the pandemic.
Yeah, the face mask saved us actually because they was going down, the city was closing, telling the businesses to close up because the pandemic numbers, it was rising. And
Mhm.
when they came and asked us to close, luckily I had just talked to the lady up the street that had the beauty salon, and she told me, she had face masks and they let her stay open. And then so we added face masks to our catalog, and then we actually had got an account with the city to do the face masks for the city and the city workers that year. So it turned into like a silver lining. It was
Mm.
almost like a curse because thought we was gonna have to close, but after we talked to them and let them know what we was doing and what was going on, they said, "Okay, can you make some specialized masks for the city of Compton?" And that's what we did. We made some masks with the Martin Luther King Memorial and had the Compton on it.
Wow, absolutely. And there are some different colors as well. And there are there's opportunity as well that you do more custom masks now.
Yeah, if you had you want to get your name on it or your organization on it, we can actually do that and put that on the mask for you. We was doing that a lot during the pandemic, but now we see that influenza is rising, the numbers is rising. And I just heard that it been a measles outbreak in South Carolina. And I
Mm,
thought about the people that we had visit from South Carolina today. And I said, oh, I hope they didn't have the measles because I sure don't want to be going through that.
absolutely, absolutely. So with that in mind, we do a lot of although the door be closed we in the mornings and different times throughout the course of the day, we do have the door open, and then we do a lot of that you know dusting and uh what did they call it? The Fabioso and the bleaching and everything like.
Disinfecting.
Yes, that's exactly that's what it's called. Absolutely, because it's so you know regular that it's just like, oh, it's okay. And I was just thinking about, I had did that video about the mask, and I just need to do more and make it more fun, because I know sometimes it just seems so daunting. But some people just never stopped wearing the mask, since the last pandemic.
Yeah, no, it became just a regular habit to just keep your mask on.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So now with that in mind, just knowing that we're having lots of family fun during this time. Some people are still on vacation. Some schools go back to school. I think the last track, if the schools that have different tracks or different cities as well, they go back on Monday.
Yeah, most of them do. This the
So
last stretch.
absolutely. So there's still a lot of households that have children, one child in the home versus lots of children as well. So, but just knowing that we have frisbees, we have yo-yos, we have the Teddy G, we have dominoes, cards, we actually have golf balls in the store as well. Definitely, we have 2026 pocket calendars. It's really neat for children, for the backpacks, and very convenient. For children to keep up with homework assignments or something, and it's very small, versus the wall calendar that most of the time that we have in house. Although we have our phones and we can do it electronically, it's still something about having a paper calendar. Hmm. Yep.
Oh
And
yeah,
then
because you could go ahead in the months and forecast what day fall on what day.
absolutely. So definitely still helpful. And people that
Oh,
have.
and I want to add, we got the basketballs too for the kids.
Nice. Absolutely. That's right. So, yes, indeed. And then I was just going to point out too, we see a coffee mug there. We definitely also have tumblers. We have plastic tumblers, and we have the Stanley Cup tumblers. And this is in my CPT .com podcast, where we talk a lot about business. And I just want to point out with this Compton High School box that we also actually have Centennial t-shirts, and we have Dominguez t-shirts. And you want to speak to all the high school attire that we have in store? Well, we have the small adults, so some people in junior high school can fit too.
Yeah, like Nichelle said, we have all three high schools. We have Compton High, we have Dominguez, and we have Centennial. So if you went to any of the high schools in Compton High, we got you covered.
Absolutely, absolutely. So it's really neat. Like, although right there you might see the koozie next to the plastic tumbler right there. Note that the koozies, can actually, help insulate, people that have, their water bottles and what is it, like the condensation from their water bottles that they put in their backpacks is helpful because sometimes it you know, wets up their papers or something that they might have, something else they might have in their backpack. So it's actually multi-purposeful. That koozie right there. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And then it keeps your hand from touching the cold bottle if you're sensitive to temperatures.
Absolutely, absolutely. So take a look at that and know that yes, indeed, we actually have Centennial hoodies too. Just a quick note. Yep, and moving on to the tourist box. Shout out to LA Hood Life Tours. Yes, indeed.
Shout out Big Mike and Mooney.
Yes, indeed. They're actually I'm talking about it is really neat to see the camaraderie and just knowing, hearing the tidbits of how they're either communicating with the guest. And sometimes it's just a matter of like I'm taking pictures. I got, oh man, you know pictures from the 2 years now, and just seeing them work behind the scenes, that's what it's like, because once they stop and they're talking and having a conversation and further, helping the people to learn more about the culture and just real life, because when people still go to the store, this is outside the movie theaters, outside of, the stages they may pass by when they're in Hollywood or, the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And but just to see, to go down the easy street and where there we hope, the city actually allows, Lonzo's plan to put the Hall of Fame around on Easy Street, as well as seeing that once upon a time there's talk to have the Hall of Fame uh, on Compton Boulevard as well, that those places transpire, that these people will see them before they're actually produced, and then they can come back. Like some people come back once a year, they come back every 5 years. It's so neat that that yeah, definitely LA Hill Life Tours is rich with background information, and I tell you, the tour guides are doing a phenomenal job, and it's just extraordinary. And all that traffic that they have to deal with, the weather, the climate that they do, and it is really exciting. So, and then we have a lot of guests that really actually speak to the fact that yeah, they learn so much. It's like they don't have to read a book, and they have live, people that are just so immersed into the culture is unreal. Because you can watch
Historians.
a movie. They're historians. Absolutely. That's why it's so exciting. Because I mean, you hear about tour guides and you hear about, oh, go on this tour, go on that tour, that type of thing. But literally, I mean, because there's so many people from around the world that come to the store, and it couldn't be, nothing different but a testament to, their charisma, their energy, their motivation, and definitely the clarity of being in Compton, knowing know about Compton, of course, living in Compton and born and raised, and not just like, some people that just don't really know Compton and just having it as a job. They've been told, they're totally immersed into the culture and everything. So I mean, if anybody is thinking about or still on the fence about going on a tour with LA Hood Life Tour, I'm hoping that you're encouraged today to go ahead and take the tour. And maybe it's a field trip for a family. Actually,
Absolutely, because there's some hidden gems in LA, Compton, and Watts. And they
absolutely.
know where they at.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, we have a comment here. Hi, Adamu's here. He's waving. And there's another comment here. It says, shout out to LA Hood Life Tours, the best tour I've done around the world, and to Ron Bone at the Made in Compton store. And that's by the one and only Mark Clifton. Hi there. Thank you for sharing.
All the way from Australia.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. See, that's pretty neat. You can't even put that together. So, yeah, you never know when people are listening. And absolutely. So, thank you for that validation there, Mark Clifton. So, please, yeah, just know that we have plenty of souvenirs and actually, like we say, daily wear. And it's at the top of the year, people have New Year's resolutions. They're going back to the gym. Please note that if you want to switch out any t-shirt in these packages, you can, because we have a plethora from short sleeves, long sleeves, you name it. There are different colors of the Hub City t-shirt. If you haven't seen the Instagram today or yesterday, Bone and I have been posting about the different colors of the Hub City t-shirt, and definitely we do have more hoodies now, and they are in black and white. The Hub City hoodies right there. But yeah, plethora of beanies and different color keychains, you name it. And actually, different color Old English t-shirts as well. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And we got the Old English hoodies.
That part, absolutely, yes, we do, and there are a plethora of shot glasses. So going forward, I like to say Mark Clifton also said, that's it, all the way from Australia, but need to get me some Compton soon, and can't wait to get back. That part right there. Well, thank you for sharing, for real. Oh my goodness, down under.
Oh
Yes,
yeah, Mark he's one of the original Australians that came. He's like with the first group.
nice. Nice. Absolutely. And you've been in business now. You're sharing 13 years this past November. Wow. That's pretty cool. So
Man.
yes, indeed. So the legacy box, we talked about that. He's like, man, and here goes the legacy box. So when you think about legacy for as the store and all these different versions of, just it's people that play sports, haven't played sports. It's a lot of people that love sports and never played sports, not even in high school. And here now you have a legacy box where you can ship in your own box with your own tape, and you have postal. Use the click and ship. And so yeah, what does that print out the labels for the post office? What is that like?
Oh man, it's amazing. It's convenience at its finest. It's almost like just being a one-stop shop for real. It just made us more accessible to the world.
Absolutely. And I tell you, it's just so extraordinary to ship Teddy G in a small little box for the first time, actually, just this morning. So we have two different size boxes, one for Teddy G, and we have the traditional 8x8 that you've been seeing on the box reveals. Absolutely. Shout out to our subscribers. Absolutely. So with that in mind, we definitely in the first year of Compton in the Box, we sent a lot of the accessories that you see right there, the coffee mugs, and because we have different versions of the mug as well, and we have two types of shot glasses. We have the golf ball, and so this year, just looking at this legacy package, we are sending out more hats in this year. Absolutely.
When I think of the legacy of the Made in Compton store, I think
Mhm.
of it as being the Compton indoor swap meet reincarnated in the 2,000 square feet.
Wow. Nice. That's deep. That's deep. How about that? Well, in that case, just the thought about it, that's deep. And if you don't know, MICPT.com podcast is a open in the business meeting, and it's a time to reflect as well. And if there was any suggestions to be made, we take that in consideration. And as you see, if there's any comments, we definitely love to share your participation. So, keeping it moving, this rest and relaxation box with the nice robes, and Valentine's Day is coming.
Oh yeah, it's perfect for couples because you get two robes, two wine glasses. I mean, what better feat can you have?
Hmm. Absolutely. And knowing we now have the stemless wine glasses too. Some people like that feel too.
So yeah, you have a choice: stemless or stemmed.
Absolutely. So that's pretty cool. Well, with that in mind, there's a plethora of things that we have available in the store. If you don't know, this is just one picture to show you that we have the bomber jackets, and they have something on the front and the back. Each one of the bomber jackets. You want to speak to the bomber jackets, especially with this being appropriate weather.
Yeah, we got the traditional Old English on the back of the king around here, and then we got the gorilla with the crown that's smiling with a joint in his mouth. And then on the Compton Clippers, we have the Compton Clipper logo on the front, and then we got Compton on the back. So, we got a lot to choose from. And we got the Compton Lakers because,
Mm,
it's a town divided when it comes to basketball. You got the Laker fans and you got the Clipper fans. So we try to make it where, both can shop at our store.
absolutely. Yes, indeed. So, and then just with that in mind, it's the robe here. And if you could tell how plush that is. Oh
Oh, it
my.
just looks off from the picture.
Yeah, it's so soft. So yeah, definitely shout out to anybody that just wants to be able to relax after a long day, or just make it a habit in 2026, keeping it in the mix, like just making more time for yourself. That robe is just sensational.
Oh, it's a
Nice.
great way to pamper yourself.
Absolutely. And so we have this picture right here, and shout out to we don't Rima. Uh we don't we don't sell alcohol, but we definitely sell all of the accessories. Yes,
Malico P.
yeah, absolutely. Shout out to you. And yeah, this is definitely an older picture, but just to show that showcase the lots of drinking accessories, but we have more. Now, absolutely. If you were watching from the top of the show, we have, wine glasses, the stimulus wine glasses. We have two different shot glasses, and of course, we a lot of tourists come to the store, so we definitely keep the shot glasses on tap. Absolutely. So with that, uh, I'm thinking about that going forward. There are so many people, and we want to tell you thank you as well. Shout out to you, people that's been donating the teddy bears. I know it was in the holiday season, but at the same time, people know that children that are in foster care is year round, and it's historical that there's children there, and they're not just out there in juvenile hall, or unfortunately they have been put in foster care. So shout out to the people that's learning about the campaign that we have at the store. And just in case, if you are thinking about the Compton in the Box becoming a subscriber, please note that you can also donate, a Teddy G from your box, Compton box as well. Hmm.
You
Oh,
can help a kid for a fraction of the price.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And really quick, Adamu shared that the robe is soft and silky. Hey, you gotta love them. Absolutely. So if you're not on nycpt.com, the website, if you're an app person, then definitely you can go to the Google Play Store or the Apple Store and type in Made in Compton Store, and you will receive the free app right there and be able to assess um, access the website. Yeah. How cool is that? Yeah.
Man,
Just
nicer than the new set of twins.
that part, that's really neat. Yeah, and then with that in mind, just knowing that you're a two-time author and it's a lot of people traveling around and it's so many different things. People are just in an uproar about, the holidays are over and people getting back to work, or just the mindset of, the change in weather. It's like really super cold, not like we're used to. And but there's this thing about being can curl up to a book. And shout out to Adamu who brought us some books to the store. I love it. Yes, indeed. It's extraordinary books. And, that's a gift that just keeps on giving, because, sometimes you can read a portion like the book, The Art of War, that like he brought, but man, that's a nice book. It had the gold seals and those gold plated pages seem like. It's very nice. It's something sometimes you get more out of a book that you've read, once or twice before, you know. And like it's
Absolutely.
don't judge a book by its cover, but it's something about when you do see a book's cover too, how it resonates with you. Yeah, because that just made you want to
Especially a
start.
cover like that one.
Absolutely. So definitely, that's so cool. And just know going forward, anybody that already has a book or know of anybody that has a book, and just let them know they have. We're just a phone call away, and see about having your book in the store this new year, 2026. Yes, indeed. We have a lot of teamwork going on at the Made in Compton store. And this was a fun picture last year. I think it was at the beginning of last year. So some things, just circulate back as memories on your stories. I thought that was pretty cool. That's like a grandpa Teddy G right there.
Man.
Yeah, but this is the adorable Teddy G right here and in real time. Absolutely. So yeah, just knowing that and so many things are going on that made it out the store, from the Compton in the Box, the Teddy G campaign, edifying authors, any author looking for opportunity to be interviewed as well. And just definitely we have YCE that we have got to talk about. So before we do that, I would like to go to a commercial break really quick right here, okay?
Hmm.
All right, so let me make sure you can see that commercial, and let me click off of the wonderful Teddy G. I love it.
Step into the store, feel the vibe so pure. Young Christian, eternal faith, love's the only cure. Wear your hope on your sleeve, let your spirit glow. Support the youth, let their dreams grow. Young Christian, eternal faith.
Absolutely. What would you like to say about the one and only YCE?
Oh man, I'm proud. Cohen thought of that all out his mind. He put that whole campaign together. He put the graphics together. It was just a nice move, and I mean, the story behind it is amazing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And just knowing that he has a beautiful website, I want to actually let me go there as well. And then an interim, just knowing that um, he is only 13 years old, and he keeps great inventory, and he has his own strategy of how he would like to um, circulate the clothing, because there's different strategies for his being in business, of course, for yourself. But at that young age, having so much um, foresight is really commendable too, because I mean, it's just not about, okay, sell my clothes. Can I put my clothing in your store, dad? Type of thing. It's like, if we can find a good space for my clothes, dad, is that possible? I mean, the way he just communicates and everything is just amazing.
Man.
For real. And let's take a look right here, YCE, really quick. Oh man, look at this. How neat. Are you able to see that?
Yes.
Oh man. I mean, just to note that here's somebody that's in business for himself is appropriate in the dialogue that he has with the web designer as well. Shout out to Mr. Big Dutch. Look at the scenery. I mean, and of course, the incorporation of technology, because that's what it is. AI, artificial intelligence. The world is immersed into AI, but you have to speak into what you want to see before it can produce anything anyway, right? So the input, or
Mhm.
shall we say the collaboration of technology, artificial intelligence is second to none because he is in school, he is a youth, and why not? This is something that he wanted to produce in his likeness. So it makes sense. 13 years old in school, and the different versions of his t-shirts, and we'll have his shorts up here soon, knowing that you can see he has the long sleeve t-shirt as well as the hoodie, and they're similar designs. So just in case, people like the crew neck look, and it is nice and cool, we definitely have the long sleeve t-shirts and the hoodies in store. We also definitely have the one and only um, t-shirt, short sleeve t-shirts. And actually, this is let me click on this a little bit closer. The shorts the young man has on, they are here. YCE. They're in different colors there. And the Y stands for young, as you see, and C for Christian, and E for eternal. And it's significant, a beautiful design here. I want to see if I can make that larger for you all. There we go. There it is there. How neat are these?
Lovely.
Absolutely. Shout out to the one and only Big Dutch that put this together. It's really nice. And there's a join his email list. So when he drops his new designs later in the year, but just knowing that he has a plethora of shorts in different colors there. And let me stop sharing, but he is definitely excited about it. So we want to support him in his venture as a young fashion designer, and that's a type of art as well. Adamu is making extraordinary um, pictures of YCE too. And I have to shout out Adamu, who's in the comments area. Oh, he says sounds like a short story book in the future. Adamu, and you might be one of your designs maybe used as part of the book. The book design, that'd be pretty neat. Because I can see that
Absolutely.
with the graffiti on the wall. It's YCE on the front cover would be pretty neat because it would draw
Mhm.
more people in. And yeah, because it doesn't have to always just be a picture with a Bible or a picture of, people in church or what have you. And you wear your faith and where your concept, because it's a concept, it's a mindset of what your faith is. So and it's everywhere, it's every day. You were, like he said, wear YCE, and it's extraordinary. Absolutely, it's
Mhm.
ordinary. I love it. So we're gonna share more information about YCE here. And I just want to give you more of the floor to add on now that we have went around the website and his new clothing. Is there something else you want to share before we move on?
Yeah, he dropping a new launch in spring. He got 3 more new t-shirt designs.
Wow, nice. That's extraordinary. Okay. What do you call it? It's the first time you hear it has debuted here on mycpt.com podcast, and we'll have some commercials that we'll be able to play throughout the other podcasts. If you don't know, we're on 7 days a week. We have different podcasts. If you're listening to this podcast on another stream, this is MICPT Channel 12 Compton that we originally post the uh, live podcast. And with that in mind, just really quick, check out these joggers where there's Compton and Old English on the front. And that is a Compton hoodie. But definitely, we have t-shirts and sizes from small to 7XL. You want to speak about this outfit here, and shout out to the young man who shared a picture with you today.
Yeah, shout out to Chester Ave Ant. He's in competition tomorrow. He's on the bars. They're having a fitness competition, and we hope he brings something back to the city for us. And we're going to be posting some pictures of him tomorrow.
Nice. Absolutely. Shout out to young man. Yes, indeed. He's got to be seriously strong from the video that I seen too.
Oh, absolutely. He a beast on them bars.
And that's like gymnastics from what I seen. Can you explain more when you say on the bars?
Yeah, bar work, calisthenics is different from weight training. It's where you're using your core strength and you're using your body weight. And when you can pull your body weight and you can do at least 30 pull-ups, oh man, you're a beast.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And calisthenics lasts longer than weights. Weight kind of tear your joints down, and calisthenics it's a good lifestyle. Like it takes you into adulthood where you have good posture and you have good muscle tone.
Wow. Now that's serious. I was just only thinking about the, traditional things, when I said that people have New Year's resolutions, and I was thinking about the gym and people losing weight and eating better and healthier and so forth. But to hear that, that's like, wow, that takes it on another level. Yeah, so I can't wait to see more. I have to follow him tomorrow, or follow him. Yeah, I have to. I got to get his Instagram. Yes, that's gonna be extraordinary. So, and with that in mind, it's so extraordinary. It might reminded me about the World Cup is happening this year here in LA.
Oh, absolutely. And it almost snuck past me till you brought it to my attention.
Whew, right. And now I'm like, that's a big deal. Yeah, because all of us have been looking forward to 2028, for the Olympics. Yeah, this year is the World Cup.
So we got a treat 2 years early. LA is popping.
Absolutely. So you have to check out SoFi Stadium and get some more information and share some more commercials and hashtags and things. Absolutely, because we definitely love sports. We focus a lot on fashion and of course books, but we love sports too, so absolutely. So with that in mind, shout out to Mint J. Mint J has a podcast, Love and Basketball, and she's the young lady that wore the Teddy G t-shirt at the ribbon cutting, and Dr. J chose her to interview him that day, and because he only chose one person, it was her, and she does basketball. She does a great job covering the sports in at Compton High, and I'm looking for the Compton Bulletin to showcase more of her journalism as well. So, but just knowing, shout out to Mint J in sports and sharing a plethora of information, pictures, great pictures. And she's on Instagram, literally Mint J. And going to.
And she got a press pass at the crypto arena. She covered the NBA.
That's
and the WNBA.
Absolutely. That's what I'm talking about. Teamwork. Absolutely, for sure. And then just moving on. Once again, this is an open-ended, if you will, commercial, long commercial about what's taking place in the Made Compton store. But this one right here has a story of its own. The Dominguez Valley Hospital T-shirt. You want to speak about that?
Yeah, it's so many people that was really born and raised in Compton that was born here. And when we launched this t-shirt, it got so much love. It just, some people didn't have time to come pick it up. We had to ship some out and then, it started moving. But it had a slow start, but it's picking up.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, absolutely. And with that in mind, I was just trying to locate a SoFi Stadium if there was a schedule to piggyback on that. But I do see in the comment area that Adamu speaks to a suggestion, maybe YCE podcast will transpire in this year as well. So we'll see. Another young man is busy doing homework in the evenings because he keeps up great grades. So, but definitely will bring that to his attention. Absolutely. How cool is that?
And the world waiting to hear from me.
That's right. Absolutely. And even the comment Damo made about the storybook. Yeah, the website looks like a storybook. I'm like, wow, it's pretty extraordinary to be so young, and he has a great story, and of course it's mixed in with a lot of you know not so great things that stimulated, like, why did he choose YCE and a faith-based clothing line? And it's so many questions that I know people would like to ask him, and it's just extraordinary just to see his brand there. And I know more and more people are making a connection when they hear co-founder or a founder, but just to know that he grew up in the store, and as a teenager he chose a faith-based clothing line. It's something, a testament to that. Like that, he didn't put any limitations on him,
Mm-hmm.
or like you said, he came up with this on his own. So that's really, really, really neat. So, but yeah, do you want to speak to anything in particular? As I'm just looking for information if there was a calendar for the World Cup for the SoFi.
Yeah, he said when he started YCE, he wanted to give YNs an option. You know what I mean? You could wear streetwear or you could wear faith-based wear. And he said, because a lot of people, they go through things, but they still got good hearts and they connected. A lot of us was raised in the church, and the church is our backbone. So he said he wanted to make people proud of, being a religious type person and being connected to Christianity.
Oh, wow. Nice. Absolutely. I'm telling you. Woo. He's on it. He is so on it. Absolutely. So I see there's a plethora of information about the different teams, different games that's going to take place. So let me just share one of these, and this is a beautiful picture of the SoFi Stadium. So I just wanted to click off of that commercial. So let me share that here with you all. The SoFi Stadium is located in Inglewood. It's a beautiful stadium if you haven't got a chance to go there. But yeah, there's plenty of beautiful pictures about the SoFi Stadium. So here, if you can you see that pretty good there?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so yeah, visit here. I just clicked on here because we were talking about the dates and times, the SoFi Stadium, and there's another one. Let's see if you can see that one instead. Really? Yeah, you can. Okay, great. So going forward here, look at this picture down here. It says, I want to click off of there. Okay. All right, so let me See why I did that. Of course, it's always sometimes when you're trying to share something extraordinary, it's steadily trying to share the commercial. Of course, that makes sense. I'm going to close that. There we go. All right. Look how beautiful.
It's amazing.
It really is. So going further here, there's plenty of information. I just chose this one, you all. Going here, the matches for a group. They have different groups. So I did see June 12th. There's, I believe it starts June 11th. I thought it started June 11th. But at any rate, there's June 12th here, and it shows USA versus Paraguay in Los Angeles at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But you can go on, check out SoFi Stadium calendar and see a plethora of information. Trying to skip by these commercials right there so it doesn't capture us again. But look, even the quarterfinals are up to July 10th there. And I think, let me try to see. Trying to move forward. Yeah, there was something June 11th. There it is right here. Mexico versus South Africa right there. And it says it's the first time in history an opening match will be repeated. Wow. It's a 2010 repeat. I thought that was extraordinary. Want to learn more about that. But yeah, so there's different groups. Okay, so the group B starts here. Canada versus Italy and so forth. But it's a lot to see. Oh, it's like you can see San Francisco Bay Area. Qatar versus Switzerland. Wow. And we've seen a lot of people or met a lot of people from a lot of different countries. And now just to see this list is like, oh yeah, I met somebody from Brazil. Oh yeah, I met somebody from Morocco. Oh, I actually met somebody from New York and New Jersey. You know what I mean? It's like, wow. I look at this list, it's something different. I didn't know when 2026 World Cup was, going to come to pass that I would make that type of relation. And as well as if I'm thinking it, other people are thinking it too, because it's really like they say nothing new under the sun. People see that we just recently had guests, customers, from Switzerland on behalf of the LA Hood Life Tours, and of course Canada. Even there's about to be a year. I'm gonna stop sharing here, like a year anniversary of Not Like Us, and we had a plethora of people that came from Canada as well to support the culture in Compton and pick up souvenirs. And it was just extraordinary. People still coming from Canada, and type of thing. And yeah, it was a lot of people that came from Canada during that time frame. Because we're gonna embark upon the Super Bowl come shortly, and that's what I wanted to ask you. If there's something you want to share about the Super Bowl coming.
I don't know who's performing. I had heard the headlines, but then I had forgot, so I had to look that up again.
Okay, absolutely. Well, we'll definitely table that for the next micpt.com podcast. And with that in mind, some of the shows are shorter, some will go longer, but it's a definitely open-ended business meeting, if you will, or just podcasts about the store and things that's taking place around the store. Like if we find out, there's going to be an event in Compton High, like it was the phenomenal homecoming this past October, we'll share and highlight those things as well. So definitely happy birthday to anybody that had a birthday last week and this upcoming week. And until the next time, Bone, is there something you want to share?
Yeah, I like to say, sign up for that Compton in a Box. It's still the best thing going under the Made in Compton roof. It's over 50% off, and it's just a great deal, and it's convenient, and it's a good way to get good quality comfort clothing and accessories.
That part, absolutely. And with that in mind, I think people enjoy this aerial view of the Compton in a Box. So let's play that.
Compton is more than just a city. It's a heartbeat of culture, music, and resilience. But how do you capture that spirit in one experience? Introducing Compton in a Box, a carefully curated collection that brings the essence of Compton straight to your doorstep. From the stories to the art to the flavor, you'll find pieces that honor its history and celebrate its future. Whether you're from Compton, connected to it, or a great supporter of the Made in Compton store, this is more than a box. It's a journey. And whether you choose the basic, custom, or deluxe Compton in a Box, you're taking home a piece of pride. Discover it today at MikePT.com and subscribe to Stay Compton Up.
Yes, I'm here at Made in Compton store, getting a gift for my homegirl. She, happy birthday from Made in Compton store, yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. I had to play that birthday wish because it's still not that long ago. You know how some people they spend the whole month celebrating their birthday. So I thought I'd play that one more time.
Man, that's the way it is now. People celebrate all month now.
Yes, absolutely. How neat is that? Well, thank you for sharing. And until next time, everybody, have a great, great time. Oh my goodness, please be sure to tune in tomorrow, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Sundays. There's the Bone with Friends podcast. And if you haven't subscribed, please ring the bell so you'll be notified for the next upcoming podcast when we podcast every day.
Peace.